Welcome everybody to another day. Let's get into this amateur match here. This is a tap league match. This is only our third week playing tap in a brand new league, a brand new area. Tap has never been in Oakland County, Michigan before. So neither of these guys have ever played tap before. Therefore, neither of their skill levels are accurate yet. David is currently a skill level 3 in this match, and Tony is currently a skill level 4. If I had to put my 2 cents on it, I'd say Tony is a 6, maybe 7, and David is probably a 5. So let's get into this match. It looks like Tony, that's the guy who just broke, won the lag. Obviously, he broke the balls. Tony is on my team. David is on the other team, so we're rooting for Tony, everybody, the good guys. Just kidding, Dave. I know David pretty well. He's a good dude, man, and his game's come up so much since I've known him. Tony starts us off with a dang carom shot to make the 9 and take the first game. How about that, man? This is going to be a short one, boys and girls. I know there's a couple girls out there. Just because it's a short race, right? 3 to 4, the race is short, so both these guys play fairly well. So short race, they play fairly well. We're in for a short banger here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to hit the like button, if you haven't already. Consider subscribing to my channel. If you watch more than one video, why aren't you subscribed yet, man? Help me out. You're getting entertainment value off my video. Hit subscribe, help me out. You can always unsubscribe later if you want to. I don't think you want to, though, All right, so we're getting our first good look at David here. That's David at the table. He's obviously shooting at the 2 ball. I think a little left spin should get him to the 3 ball. Should probably come around this way, get him to the 3 ball. Let's see what he does. Oh, he tried to draw it. This is the 3 ball up here, I believe, and it looks like he did leave himself a shot at it, albeit a long one with a thin cut. And here's the 4. The cue ball is going to come this way. So the 4 is, he's got to be careful with his speed here to shape the 4. He missed the 3. Yeah, he left himself long. Had he made that 2 ball with left spin, he could have got the cue ball over this way. And even if, let's say even if he comes over here and bumps the 5, chances are the 5 is going to roll up this way, cue ball is going to end up in here, and he still would have had a shot at that 3 ball. So I don't know why he tried to draw it straight back. It's probably the toughest way to get shape from where he was at. Tony's looking at a bank, I think, or is he trying to cut it? I think he's banking it if I know Tony. Yeah, he did bank it, and he made it. Tony, by the way, is over 80. I can't remember his exact age, 82 maybe? Man, he plays so good. I told you guys in one of my previous videos I'd try to get him recorded. Here it is, man. Can you imagine him 40 years ago, how he played? He plays pretty good nowadays. He's one of the top players in our area for sure. He's a good shot and a good guy, man. Real good guy. I've known him for a long time. He missed that bank pretty badly, though. Missed that bank. But just when I'm talking good about you, Tony, you go and miss a bank like that, man. You already know. All right, David's chalking up. He's coming to the table. He said, I ain't going out like no punk. He's going to try to bank the 5, or is he going to try to cut it? I like the bank here, I think. Either one's fine, though. Just got to clutch up and make them. Neither of them are easy shots. He went for the safety, maybe? Oh, I think maybe he was trying to get the cue ball to come down here like this. I don't know. That would have been a good safety had he executed, but a little too much right on the cue ball, so he came down and scratch Ola. Tony doesn't have an easy out here either because this 8 ball is in a tough spot. So he can obviously put the cue ball here, make the 5, set up for the 6 down here, but he still has to deal with the 8 and the 9. So I know he's thinking about it. I've seen him look at it a couple times. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he chooses to do. All right, he's going to shoot the 5, obviously. Oh, and he miscued. I don't know if he miscued, but he pulled back on his stroke, trying to hit it nice and soft. And, oh, man, I forgot. I'm recording this through OBS, and I forgot to turn my notification things off. So we just saw someone subscribe. Thank you very much to whoever that was. I'm going to turn that off now so they don't interrupt us again. I can't believe Tony did that, though. Gave David ball in hand. David still has the same problem Tony had, though, with the 8. Let's see if he can get to it here, or maybe he can get behind it somewhere. I don't know, man. Straight top on this one, yeah. it's not a whole lot he can do to really get on the 8. And I don't think the carom goes because I think the 8 will go more this way if he tries to carom the 9. I said the 8. I meant the 9. He's playing safety. That's a good shot. Smart shot, Dave. Dave. I don't know if he likes to be called Dave. I think he goes by David mostly. But either way, man, we're friends. I'm going to call him Dave, you know. Good shot, Dave. Okay, Tony had an easy kick to hit it, but didn't know exactly where everything was going to end up. Does he get lucky? I don't think he does because I think Dave or David can make that. I put a little bottom left on this and come back this way for the 9 in the same pocket. You can also use straight top. Yeah, that's what he did. Straight top. And honestly, straight top was probably the better way to do it because it's less moving on the cue ball, less to go wrong. See, myself would have played it the dumb way and put bottom to come around here and probably hit it too hard and ended up way up there. Who knows? Either way, though, David's going to tie this one up 1-1. David only needs 3. Tony needs 4. So tough action, man, for both these guys, really. I'd say it's a pretty fair race, even though they're both not at the right handicap level right now. They're both lower than they should be at an even amount, so the race is pretty fair, I think. I think it's a pretty fair race, to be honest with you guys. You know, give me a little Monster energy drink, bro. You already know it's not a sponsor. One day, Monster will call me, and I will answer that call and be like, bruh, where's my sponsorship? I don't know. Back to the match, guys. Back to the match. I'm done talking. All right. 2 ball up in the corner, or is he going to try to carry him the 4? I'd say 2 in the corner. It's an easy shot. He played the combo. Did he get super unlucky in the 2 touching the 3 so he can't make it? I think he did. But that's the price you pay for playing that combo. You had an easy shot up here. You could have played with a stop, and then you could have cut the 3 in the same pocket. I didn't necessarily agree with his choice there, but it's his game, not mine, you know? And if this 2 goes, then really his choice was just fine. He was telling his opponent that he touched the 9 ball. So in this league, it's cue ball foul only. There is no foul if you touch a an object ball that's not a cue ball. But you do have to let the opponent know you touched it, and the opponent has the option to move it back. So that's what he was doing there, saying, hey, Tony, I touched this. He didn't make that 2. It wasn't able to go. Is Tony going to hook him? Tony went for it, man. That was brave. I probably would have banked it away and just put the cue ball right behind the 3 there. But Tony said, F that, you know? He said, frick that. I said, frick, you guys already know it's a family channel. He's going for the out here, guys. I love it, man. That's what I love about Tony. He's very aggressive, too. Very aggressive player. Nice control right there. It's come right between the 6-8. Tap the 9 and leave himself perfect on the 6. Now, he could choose to draw up if he wants, or he could choose to just roll it over here and shoot it up this way, whichever he wants to do. I kind of like drawing up, but he was hindered over top of the 9, so I understand why he didn't try to draw. He would have had to jack his stick up. Now he's a little bit off angle, so if he draws, the cue ball is actually going to come down towards the 9. I like more of a stun draw to try to get the cue ball this way. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he did the stun draw. Just didn't quite hit it hard enough. A little bit harder, and he would have rolled perfectly. He does still have a shot here. I think he can still cut it or bank it. He'll probably cut it, though. It's pretty easy shape for the 9. You don't have to do much. Yep. Nice job, man. That was a clutch shot. That shot was C-L-U-T-C-H. Clutch. That spells clutch. You know, my mama taught me. I graduated the 5th grade. You know, my mama taught me. I don't know what I'm talking about here, guys. Anyway, that's 2. Tony played that nicely, so it's 2-1. We have an even race. It's a race to 2 at this point, so either one of these guys has a chance to win this. So in tap, you always have to rack the 2 ball in the back here. The 2 ball always has to be in the back. I don't know why. I don't know if that's all of tap or just our area, but it prevents pattern racking is what it does. You know, people like to study how to rack in a certain pattern to make it hard to run out. And that's what that prevents. I'm not a big fan. I mean, most of us amateurs aren't pattern racking. And even if we do, I mean, the chances of knowing, like the shooter, the guy who's breaking or girl who's breaking, understanding, you know, the rack dynamics like that. I mean, it seems pointless. Pros, maybe, yeah. Pattern racking could be a big thing, but in amateurs, man, come on. You don't see that very much. Nor do people really know how to do it. All right, there is a push out, and I don't know if that's what he's doing. Nah, he went for it. Oh, and made it, man. So, what is that old saying? Chance favors the bold, you know? He was bold AF right there. AF, A to the F. If you don't know what that means, I'm sorry, but it's Family Channel, and I can't tell you what it means, you know? Catch my live stream Wednesday. I'll tell you what it means there, you know? Every Wednesday we go live. We start at 7 p.m., but I think we're going to start a little bit earlier, maybe at 6 p.m. That way we have a little more time to play and we don't have to go quite as late because people have to work the next day, you know? All those suckers with real jobs. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. It's a crime to have this much fun, I'll tell you that. All right, can David cut this into the side? If he can, he'll naturally break out the 4, I think. He tried. Yeah. See, if he would have cut that thinner, the cue ball would have hit this rail and came down this way, I believe. But since he hit it a little more thick, his tangent line came more this way. All right, Tony's got a pretty tough one to hit here. It's one rail, yeah. But that angle, though, from here, that angle to hit that is a little bit weird to see because it's such a long angle on a short distance. Why are we choppy, bro? What's going on? I don't know if that'll come through on video or not, but the video that I'm watching just lagged for a second, you know. it was thinking what it wanted to do, I guess. Anyway, good chat. All right, David's going to shoot the 4. Is he going to try to just draw over here, a stun draw, I guess? Kind of like that. Why hit it so hard, though, man? Why so hard? And I think I know the reason, but it's presumptuous of me to say. A lot of people do that when they're putting draw on the ball. A lot of people hit it too hard because ultimately it comes down to trust. That was a great hit. Oh, don't get unlucky. He did get a little unlucky by leaving the ball here, but he missed the scratch, which is nice. But a lot of people hit that draw too hard because they don't fully trust that their stroke is working good. So when they hit the ball on the bottom, they think they have to hit it harder to make it come back. And it's a natural feeling, right? But when you start trusting your stroke 100%, oh man, a lot went wrong there. Then you realize you don't have to hit it hard, and you can just hit it soft. So FYI, guys, had he not scratched there, he still would not have won this game in tap. You have to call the 9-ball. So what would have happened since he made his ball and then the 9-ball went in over here? If he didn't scratch, the 9-ball would have spotted and he would have still got to shoot. But since he scratched, the 9-ball spots and now David has ball in hand, obviously, just like a regular game. But in tap, you can't slop the 9-ball in. You do have to call it, except on the break. You can break it in, obviously without calling it. All right, let's see if David can get out here, man. This is if David gets out, he'll be on the hill, and Tony still needs 2. Scary, scary, scary stuff. You know what I'm saying? Scary. Guys, if you're looking for a new cue, check out Raven Cues. All carbon fiber. I love them, man. My stick hits so great. That's all I play with now is Raven. My break, my jump, and my shooting cue. And they're so reasonably priced, man. And if you want, you can use my discount code JOSH, and it'll save another 10%. You can get a Raven Pro, which is the one I recommend as a shooting cue, as the Pro Shaft. It's the only one they have that's low deflection. The other ones are going to deflect. They shoot nice. They're carbon fiber, but they're not low deflection. But the Raven Pro, I think they call it a C now. I don't know. It's a Raven Pro Shaft. It is low deflection. It's the one I play with, and I love it. You can get the whole cue for like less than $400 and then 10% off with my discount code. Nice shot by Tony there, man. That was a good cut. And he came over perfect for shape on the 7. He'll just follow this forward a little bit. Maybe come off the rail. Maybe not. He doesn't have to. He kind of did. He touched the rail anyway. So this shot, he'll shoot it down here and probably just draw over, I would bet. If he wants to, might be able to go forward over into here and shoot it in the side, or keep going for this corner. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of all those lines so you guys can see what's going on. He chose to draw. I like it. And now he drew it a little too much. Again, maybe he didn't trust his stroke fully and hit it too hard. But now he's up too high. He still has a good shot here. You just got to be mindful of this scratch. We'll see what he does. Knowing Tony, probably going to make it. Oh, yeah, baby. So we have Tony on the hill. David needs 2. Make sure you hit the like button, I guess. I couldn't think of nothing else to say there, guys. I don't know. You know, I was trying to think of something cool to say, and I'm just not that cool. So, you know. Oh, that's it. He broke the 9 in for the game. David, I'm sorry that happened to you, bro, but that's just the way it goes from time to time. You played a good match anyway. Tony's a world beater, bro. You already know because you've played him before, I'm sure. But thank you guys both, man, for letting me record. Everybody out there, if you guys want a short rail shirt, that link is in the description. If you want a perimeter billiard light, I've got a discount code in the description. And don't forget Raven Qs, bro. Discount code Josh, man. Everybody, we're getting so close to 30,000 subscribers, man. I had never in a million years would have thought that this channel would do that. I just started posting match videos so I could watch them back originally, posting my own videos, and then other people started watching. So who'd ever thought, man? You guys are the best, man. 30,000, here we come. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate every one of you. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Peace.